Peace, family. Your boy Fonzie Neutron representing on that online.com. Oh, you back? You look like you had a little snafu with the phone on that side, Floss.
Little technical difficulty for a second.
So don't
What it
watch
do? What's good with everybody though? What's good?
bouncy. Yeah, it was all good, man. The whole world, everybody talking about the Grammys 2023. Um, the winners, the losers, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. We've seen so many different reports from Chris Brown being upset to not getting an award to Beyonce cleaning up. And now it's also coming in that there was reportedly, unfortunately, hearing this a fight backstage between Quavo and Offset before the Grammys tribute to Takeoff, and it's being reported on online media sites. Nothing official as of yet, but they're saying that Quavo reportedly blocked Offset from joining him on stage, which led to a physical altercation. And witnesses or people have come forward saying they've seen that. So I definitely want to say prayers up to both those brothers and stuff. Hopefully they can get through whatever they're going through if that did happen, because it's an unfortunate circumstance if they were supposed to be tributing Takeoff and that happened.
I mean, just because you're rich, that don't mean that you don't have dilemmas and fallouts and disagreements. Shout out to my partner Bam. But when you be on tour with a person for, especially I'm sure at they pinnacle, the type of tours they go on, even if you love a person to death, y'all, you together so much you fall out, over little shit that you don't even would normally even fall out about, women and all kind of stuff, but shout out to them brothers. I'm sure they'll work it out. That money is gonna make them work it out. That money gonna make them work it out. Cardi B gonna make them work it out.
Well, I mean, Cardi B and Offset, they definitely made their appearance. But speaking of Offset, we posted a clip earlier where he went off and sounded off on Jay Prince recently because, Jay Prince has done a string of interviews where he's been speaking in regards to Takeoff. And I believe it's been reported that he mentioned Offset on one of them, saying that they weren't really that close or something like that. So, and he kind of went off on this clip saying, he kind of had enough for, he kind of blasted Jay Prince a little bit.
Well, it's all about feelings. It seems like everybody going through feelings, which I'm sure they have. They definitely have reasons to be having some feelings going on right now. But what I think that's what's missing is the sit downs, the talks. Fuck the goons and all the people. All the people around that man, and that man needs to sit down and have a talk. You know what I mean? Like real men do, and get to it. You know what I'm saying? And get to a solution instead of tripping off the problem so much.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think he alluded to that in his clip, saying, you got my number, call me, something to that effect. He weren't really like, all the way out there pushing that line. But yeah, it's definitely seems like a lot of turbulence as well as all the fun and celebratory times. We've seen a whole gang of celebrities posting their Grammy pictures and stuff, from the LL Cool J's to your Ice T's, a lot of hip hop icons, because they were also celebrating 50 years of hip hop at the Grammys and stuff too, which led to a lot of celebrities and talent being out there. I seen Allah did a nice little speech and a few things like that. He said, obviously everybody can't be there, but for what it was and who was there, I think it was pretty dope. I mean, what do you think of it?
As far as what they're gonna give us, I'll take it back to the very beginning, that when Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince was the first ones to get a Grammy, and they boycotted it because of the fact of, the Grammys. They from the record sales, they can tell that Jazzy Jeff and them were having popular music going on, but it wasn't popular enough for them to accept the award like everybody else accepts their awards. It was like a pre show that they gave the rap award to. So rap has come a long way. Rap is 50 years old. You know what I mean? This thing that we call hip hop that we love, finally we get our just due. It's like a bittersweet taste in our mouth, because at the same time, within music, it's a lot of people that deserve to get a Grammy. But shout out to Viola Davis. They have, I think she got a Grammy. a Tony, and an Emmy. You know what I'm saying? So black women, black people doing their thing, and finally, it just goes to show that they try to treat us like animals and say that we're animals, but it's a lot of black people that are very smart and keen and in tune with life and what's going on, even in the 2023. Slavery was just about almost 150, 200, 300 years ago. So it really hasn't been that long, and we still going through what we're going through. We still fighting for the struggle. You know, big up to LL Cool J, because LL Cool J was the reason why I started doing music. You know what I'm saying? He's basically was my idol. You know what I'm saying? I started off on LL Cool J, so to see him hosting the Grammys, you know what I mean, and have as many Grammys that he has, it's like a big accomplishment. I listen to Rock the Bells radio and station and all that. So big up to LL and all of the forefathers that put these pieces of the puzzle together that we call hip hop, for real.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It was definitely good to see a lot of the OGs, but also the new generation was represented, even in winning some awards with Lizzo coming home with an award for, she had the best album award, I believe.
Yeah, she did. I think Lizzo got a
No, she had no, I misquoted. She had record of the year
record of
with
the year. That's what she
about
did.
that time. They say album of the year was with Harry Styles, Harry's House. But yeah, she up there, record of the year, and Kendrick Lamar, he had best rap album of the year.
That's right. That's
What do
right.
you think
Shout
of
out
that?
to Shout out to King Kendrick and Lizzo. At first I don't know what it was. Maybe I just read Lizzo wrong when I first encountered Lizzo. You know what I'm saying? Until I watched her documentary about how hard she works. She definitely put that work in. So she definitely changed my thought about how I felt about Lizzo. So shout out to Lizzo, and shout out to the women in music, Queen Latifah and Missy, and all the sisters in rap. We can't never forget about the sisters in rap.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of people thought it was dope to see Missy, obviously, performing one of her classic hits. As you mentioned, Queen Latifah, Devin was in the building. They definitely put it down. I mean, from what I saw, it was like a very I don't know if colorful portion of the Grammys. Definitely was kind of hip hopped out. Some would say blacked out.
It
Especially
was.
being within Black History Month and stuff as well. So to celebrate 50 years of hip hop, as LL Cool J quite aptly put it, with bringing it
And
back,
it's during Black History Month too.
coming it back from the Bronx to taking it worldwide. Yeah, exactly. And it kind of at the start of the month and stuff. So it kind of like been good timing, I think, and stuff like that as
It
well.
was. It was. It was. It was. It was a good time. Just look at how many times that we used to have to sit and watch the Grammys, and Alabama. We have to sit through Alabama and all the rest of them. The boring ass performances. Not
Right,
taking away nothing from nobody, but we was straight hip hop heads, so we couldn't wait to hip hop come on. LL Cool J come out doing "I'm Bad" and all
right.
that type of shit. You know what I mean?
I
But
mean, they had. I mean, not everybody's been happy with it at the same time because as we say, they celebrated a lot of the legends. And Ally, he did say everybody couldn't be there, but one person who took it some exception was Willie D because Scarface was there representing for the Ghetto Boys, but he kind of did
yeah, that
a
was
Ghetto
shady.
Boys sound as opposed to so it's kind
Everybody
of
know Willie D is here. I make big money. I make big calls. Everybody know me. Let's say he like, hey, man, listen, let me tell you something. Willie D, he is right. He is right. The Ghetto Boys definitely put, they marking who is them to not let him in. Then he was like, no, you too black, Willie D. You too black. You know what I mean? But shout out to Willie D and his platform. I feel him on that. You know what I'm saying? I feel him on that. Like I just spent a lot of my time in my life putting these records together for somebody to turn me away just because I'm not my shit is not charting right now. But the Ghetto Boys is come on, man. They're the forefathers of this shit. You know what I mean? That's what's so bomb about rap is that you got the brothers in New York. Then all of a sudden it hit the waves, and it hit LA. Then it set on fire. Then it go down to Houston. Then it go to Atlanta. Then you know what I'm saying? That's what made rap what it is. It's finally getting its just due. It's still one of the biggest selling musics still to this day. You know what I'm saying? So give us our props. You know what I mean? I think that the timing of it was impeccable. You know what I mean? I loved it. I love the fact that it was Black History Month, even though it is the shortest month of the year. You know what I mean? But I think slowly but surely people are coming around and actually trying to give us our props, man, because we definitely deserve it. We ain't trying to take nothing from nobody. We would deserve it though.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was good to see Ice T representing. I mean, myself, even from a kid, hearing Ice T music, definitely a heavy influence and inspiration in the game. I mean, yourself, you've had, you know, different kind of experiences working with Ice T and building a relationship and stuff like that. So, how good was it for you to see the Iceberg getting his props, man?
Man, actuality, Ice is he's getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on the 17th. This is a man who, I don't dick ride nobody. I don't jock nobody, and I give people they props when they props are due. This man is a person that I look up to. You know what I mean? I look up to him because of the advice that he gives me, and I talk to him on a regular. Ain't no cloud chasing or bragging, because this is a person when I got in trouble and I went to jail that helped me. You know what I'm saying? Mentally and financially, he's a good person, and he deserves that shit. He deserves it. All praises and tips off to the Don Father. Iceberg. He's a good dude, you know what I mean? And he getting his just due, and he keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And he keeps it real. A lot of these celebrities, they be acting so a lot on it. They get a little clout, you know what I'm saying? But this is a person that's a bona fide star, and he don't even act like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I know the difference when somebody is a real star. Stars don't have to. Stars is in the sky. We all got to sit down and shit like the rest of us. You know what I mean? And he definitely is a grounded person. So big up to Ice T and all the other ones that was out there too. The Grandmaster Flash, the Grandmaster Cass, and all of them. It was popping. It was blacked out. It was blacked out this year.
Yeah, I seen the end performance, Grandmaster Casanova, that was out.
Yeah.
I was wondering, conspicuous by his absence, why Eminem wasn't there, but I know that he did say some years ago, I don't want to misquote him, but that the Grammys sucked the life out of artists or something to that effect, and he wouldn't really be doing any Grammys anymore.
He
But
he knows if he shows up to the Grammys, he'll be doing them a favor. They ain't doing him no favor. He'll be doing them a favor, and he don't really care for them because a lot of times the people behind the scenes and all that shit for the Grammys, they fake, man, and they really don't know what music is popping. They just look at the record sales, and that's not what it's all about all the time. It's not all about the record sales. It is, but it's not. It's more people who haven't went platinum or double platinum that did put more time and work into hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at like the big wigs. Jay-Z and them, they cool. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no taking no credit from them. But still in all, it's real people that did this. The Rakims, the Cool G Raps, the people that you really don't really hear about as much. So shout out to all the other MCs that don't get they just due.
no doubt, man. We're gonna wind down, especially with this one, because we can encourage people to check out the show. There's still, I'm sure, footage going to be circulating where you can catch some of the performances and stuff like that. I've seen quite a few dope little clips and segments on YouTube myself. I want to catch up with some of the rest of the show in totality. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, what you thought of it. 50 years of hip hop. Let us know how long you've been listening to hip hop or been a part of hip hop yourself. And did you think hip hop will come this far? Something that we definitely celebrate. We're going to be expanding into it a bit more throughout this month for Black History with some segments on hip
Real
hop and stuff
shit,
like that. So
real talk. Just like Fonz, not to cut you off. It was just like I bug off hip hop because when we was in the car, we'd be in the car with our parents, and they be listening to the Shy Lights or the Dales or the Delphonics or the Temptations and all that. You know what I mean? Like, just think about us. Our old school music is LL Cool J, Round the Way Girl, or NWA, Fuck the Police, or all kind of different genres of music as far as of artists, and that's our old school. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's is dope. I feel like what other genre of music can use the word dope and don't mean the word dope as in narcotics? They just mean it as grade A. You know what I mean? We had our own lingo, the way we dress, the way we talk. You know what I mean? It wasn't just about just rapping and being in the studio. It was like a lifestyle. You
And not
really
every
lived it.
and everybody, not to cut you, partakes in part of that cultural lifestyle. Even you just saying like the lingo and using words like dope and stuff like that. I mean, you be watching even stuff like the Grammys or the average kind of things now, where for the most part it would have been different with, let's say, Caucasian people, where you would have used to them having a certain type of speech and dialects and stuff for the way they express themselves. But now
Right,
you hear a lot more emphasis and stuff, like even in their relatively commercial things, they saying words like
right,
dope and using the certain colloquialisms and stuff.
right, right,
Even to
right,
some things like they would have called ebonics and stuff before, but they're using a lot of that stuff now in the lingos and stuff and the flavor. And as you said, a lot of that's come through the channels of hip hop, especially it opening up and traveling the world and stuff the way that it has. I just hope that people are as respectful for black people as a whole, not just sometimes for the art and the
just
creativity
to entertain
and the
them, or
stuff
just
and
be
the
some entertainers to
that sort
entertain.
of
Like,
stuff.
no,
And as you said, give props where props due, because a lot of the times we see things open up and other people get to be involved and have their hand in it, but sometimes they then forget who the originators of it were. But I think the beauty of it with hip hop is it's kind of this, it's still, as much as we say it's still like a new form of music, which it isn't now. It's passing the test, going past 50. Before you know it, people gonna be looking back saying 100 years. But because it started off rooted, I guess, so intrinsically being black and coming from like the black culture and stuff, and that's one debate within itself. You get some people debating whether it did start here or it did start there, and who's got the right to say this and that. But one thing is, we know that it was created by the blacks in America and stuff, and we want to see just the culture continue to grow and people be able to build and live it in a positive way from it. So that's why even when we started off, we was looking at the whole stuff with the Migos and the stuff like that, what's going on. We say it's definitely a shame, because these are guys who have made it to a certain height where the average person will probably look back and say, definitely props due to those brothers, and people are trying to aspire to be there. So let's not let things fall down, especially in these kind of places, like when they're at the Grammys and stuff. It should be
right, right. It's like y'all rich, y'all got money. Okay, there's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes you have to sit back and be like, okay, we at the Grammys. This is not a place and the time to do this. You know what I mean? But we living in an era to where drama.
emotions run high. Yep, drama
Right,
sells.
drama is good. Like, oh, what's the name? Will Smith and them did that shit at the what's the name? Then all of a sudden, Offset and them, you know what I mean? It's always something, but at the end of the day, your personal things that you trying to do and trying to succeed at, and trying to get everybody to look at you, you hurting the culture. You know what I mean? So another thing I was about to say, y'all stop this killing. I mean, come on, like at the 50th anniversary of hip hop, it makes me reflect on all the people that's gone. Biggie, Tupac, Big Pun, Big Pun died of natural causes of different things, but still, people is gone. You know what I mean? Our greats are gone. You know what I mean? And the killing is still going on. So y'all need to knock that shit off, man. And let's see another 50 years of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, man. So definitely a piece of the hip hop family. We're gonna continue doing what we do. We've been produced by the culture. We're gonna continue to do it for the culture. So let us know your thoughts in the comments. Definitely blaze one up, kick back, bump some of your favorite hip hop, and celebrate as we are going to do the same. Peace.